God is working very strategic in your life. And God is working in your life as the magician. And as a great magician never reveals their secrets, but also a great magician has a way of bringing magic right before your eyes, having things appear right before your eyes, if by magic, because you didn't see it coming. But the whole time, what was going to appear by magic in this hand was going on behind the scenes. Behind the magician's back is what everything is the magic that's happening. While in front of you, what you see is what the magician is allowing you to see. This is the illusion. This is what the magician wants you to see. But the true magic is right here. This is the trick here. This is their show. What's here? What's behind the back? Not what's out here. This is just a show right here. This is just part of the show. But this is the show. Let me tell you something. Baby, you are the show. You are the show. As God is getting ready to present you in your very true essence, in your very true form, to the world, to whatever avenue you are getting ready to go into. Some of you worldwide, some of you within your community. But you see, what was happening is that God was allowing your enemies had a huge role in this whole transformation, this whole elevation. Everything worked out for your highest good because your enemies are your footstools. Because of the pain that they put you through and all of the stones that they threw on you, you were able to stack those up and you were able to elevate your life. The whole time that you were healing and working on yourself and growing and gaining all of this wisdom, they were over here seeming as if life was getting better for them, as if they were evolving, as if things were just wonderful in their life, and then everything that they had did to you was just forgotten about, and that it just didn't even matter, because they spent all of that time trying to just surround themselves with all of this work in order to elevate their life, so that they can not focus on the emotions that they're suppressing, so that they cannot face the past that's haunting them. Some of these people accomplish things because they felt they had something to prove. But you see, God allowed them to elevate. Let them elevate. Let them go ahead and do what they got to do. They gonna think that their sins was unaccounted for. They gonna think that what they did was just forgotten about, but little do they know, pride comes before the fall. Although it appears to be that these people have elevated, they have. However, in this era that they are in this phase of their life that they are in, after this elevation, after this transition in their life, is where the ball begins to roll, or the ball begins to drop. It's where things begin to crumble, where the karma starts to roar in. Because the higher that they have risen, the further down they have to go to get knocked down. When these people go out here and treat people any old kind of way, and they can go out there and treat one of God's children any old kind of way with no mercy, they have to be knocked down completely to hit rock bottom, so that they can see everything that they have done up until that point that made them fall. Because then they are going to go back and they're going to face all of their shadows, everything from their past that has been haunting them, every act that they have done an ill will against someone else. They have to face it. Because when you're at rock bottom, you're facing all of your shadows. You have to look at yourself. And this whole entire time, they haven't been looking at themselves. They've been living their life, treating people any old kind of way, and never looking at themselves, not looking at themselves. And then they're continuing to elevate and they still refuse to look at themselves. So it's like, finally, you didn't got to this point. Don't think that this level means you're safe. That title means nothing when your spirit and soul is corrupted. If your heart is cold, that title means nothing. Those things that you have mean nothing. If this is how you truly treat people behind closed doors, that's who you truly are, we got to bring you down. Had to bring them up to knock them down, because that fall is harder and it hurts harder, because it was necessary to wake them up. Because if this don't wake them up, nothing else will. Nothing else will. So while it appears that that's just a distraction. Because as soon as it's like they get knocked down, as you come out, they get knocked down.